welcome to episode number 9. Number 8. We're on 8 now. I didn't know why I said 9. Let's hop into the next episode, shall we? I'm gonna put this a little bit more up. Tiny little bit. Tiny little bit. Alright. Hope you're good to go. Hope you're having a good day. And enjoy the next episode. I'm excited what's gonna happen next. Pretty excited.
And a pig ate half of my crops.
Put the volume up a little bit.
You thought the Earl was bad before.
Alright. Let's explore this place a little bit more. I think we're done here.
How's your family?
My father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Have we talked to everyone else here? No. We should do that.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colors are always giving me a foul mood. Just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Ah.
Maybe I should start painting.
What would your first masterpiece be?
I'm thinking fruits and decorative objects, arranged on a luxurious tablecloth.
At least you could take your time with that. Fruit doesn't rot that quickly.
Was he being facetious? Facetious? What's the word? Facetious? Oh my god. Facetious? Facetious? No. Facetious? I think that's it. Ugh. Ugh.
Excuse me, do you know if something happened in Shiring? I know we suffer because of the war, but the town never used to seem this grim and hopeless.
Oh, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims in search of
blind?
God's miracles. And a saint who will heal my foot. And my eyes.
Yes.
But yes, Shiring seems to hold no miracles these days. We heard the Earl is punishing his people for his own entertainment.
I heard so too.
That's not good.
How is your pilgrimage going?
Always moving forwards.
And sometimes backwards, because of my foot.
Good luck with your pilgrimage.
God bless you, good woman.
Bread looks old. Hard as bricks. Doesn't sell well. What is he? Monks usually keep to their monasteries. Seen them before? Not in Kingsbridge.
Can I interest you in some horse bread?
Is that the only kind you have here?
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet, I think.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick and you'll get into trouble.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry.
Oh boy.
Everyone seems to be afraid of Sheriff Eustace. I always heard he was a fat and lazy man.
It's not him. It's the Earl. Killed a good friend for milling without permission yesterday. Buried him under the rubble of his mill.
What?
No
Shouldn't
way.
you make fresh bread?
If I could afford it. If you bring grain from outside the town, you must pay taxes nowadays. My friend's mill out there was a blessing. Sometimes he even let me use it for free, which was why they killed him. And I can't afford using the Earl's mills here in town.
Well,
What is the Earl thinking? Why is he hurting the business in town?
I don't know. Better don't start asking questions around here.
well, that is not good. Northgate leads to Kingsbridge. We've been asked to travel with Jack. Must tell everyone about us soon. Oh. We don't want to do that, do we? No. I think you can still talk to them, right?
Maybe I could sell my paintings at markets.
You haven't painted your first one yet, and you're already thinking about selling it.
This conversation is done. Eastgate leads to Winchester. Many crowds. Okay. Distant stone pictures. It's the bishop's castle. What little Warren could build. Phil told me about these plans. Wait, can I actually go there? No, she's just gonna look at it, right?
The remains of Waileran's castle. I have no need to go there. I have no need to go there.
I think she doesn't have a need to go there. Let's talk to the blacksmith. Shiring suffers, but the blacksmith is still here. Good bargain for excellent quality. Bet Jack would love to talk with him sometime. Let's do it in
Would you be free for a
place.
sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. His men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
The town used to be much livelier.
That's because the Earl and the Sheriff finally stepped up and got rid of all the thieves and cheats. I hope you're not stretching your wool before it's woven.
I would never trick my customers.
Good. Then you and me, we both won't get into trouble here in Shiring.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Oh.
How much for a chainmail shirt?
That's £6.
Just for the chainmail?
I've got to make up for those taxes some way.
Huh. Alright, let's talk to the girl.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal! Go away!
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh...
Where did you get this?
I'm not a thief. A man in the tavern promised me a bread crust if I fetch this from the market for him. I'm just taking a little break.
You look hungry.
Are you saying I should keep it? Nuh-uh. Thieves get hanged. I'll be good.
Oh, of course. Do you have a family that supports you?
My auntie sold flowers, but she couldn't afford to pay the taxes. Now I don't know where she is. I'm so hungry.
God damn. It's not a good prospect. Carrying a hunk of meat. At her age, I only run around for play. Can we just give her some money? Let's do business first. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a good thing to give her some, but if we come up short, it would also be bad, but... This seems like a lot of money, so giving her a little bit to buy food, that shouldn't be that much, right? She's not gonna give her everything, right? Let's try.
No, this money isn't meant to be spent. I have people to support.
Right. Tavern district. Oh. Oh, I almost overlooked that. Payment left in desperation. No crest I recognize. Everyone gets one these days.
I hope I won't need to carry a shield. I'm leaving the battlefield to the knights.
Tundra gazes into the fire. More absent mind than usual.
I don't have time to deal with drunks.
How long have they been here? What are they waiting for? They seem lost in thought.
I have to give money to my knight.
pretty cool, honestly. Sir Alonso de Toledo. Some compare swordplay to dance. A competent ally.
Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Brother of Gloucester will bring the Angevin. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Huh. Sir Simon of Stapleford. He and Richard were fellow squires. Stairs lead to guest rooms and other luxuries. I wonder how many guests can afford this.
It's for guests only.
Okay. I wonder. Has it been filled today?
I'm not thirsty.
So for some reason I want to talk to this guy before I want to talk to Richard. Tavern seems to be well visited. One could barely find a seat. There were many more patrons. For some reason I want to talk to this guy first.
How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiren has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.
What's your secret to success? You know, running a tavern.
People will give their last shirt for pleasant distractions. Especially when they have a lot they want to be distracted from. Would you like to order?
Oh, thank you, but I'm just here to see my brother and his men before the battle.
Would you like to order?
Oh, thank you.
Joy are a rare sight today. Must be the drink and despair.
No right thoughts enliven me while my stomach's hollow.
You hear? Fill us up.
But you haven't had a right thought all day.
Maybe I'll be the next Earl then.
Oh, that's awful.
Do you ever work?
The Earl burned down the old man's mill.
No mill, no work.
Is he gonna do it again? Nope. That's it. Barrels. Rarely seen wine outside of church. Tavern must have a few rich patrons. Which has a little taste for it too.
The taverner makes money with each tankard he sells. And with each tankard, his customers are more willing to buy. Well, high quality wool makes me merry as well.
Alright.
I hear you will face Empress Maud's army, Sir Simond.
We will do battle on the beautiful grounds of the illustrious Lincoln Castle.
Don't say it like that. She'll think we're just going there for the landscape.
Ah, but what a magnificent picture it makes.
He's the last romantic, isn't he?
Just don't let yourself get distracted by the beauty, Sir Simond.
As you won't be there, I'm hopeful that I can focus on directing my blows at the enemy, my lady.
Oh boy.
Are you ready for the battle?
I'm very excited. I don't care if we win or fall as long as it's in the name of the king. What a glorious way to die.
I'll remind you of these bold words when you lie in a pool of your own blood.
It's bad luck to say that.
You're going to be there to watch me, right?
Yes.
This Alonso guy seems like a good
Any
fellow.
other sights along the way?
We'll ride through the King's Forest. The crowns of the trees are especially lush this time of year.
If you wouldn't always insist on the scenic route, we would arrive much quicker where we are supposed to be.
I shouldn't distract him anymore. He needs to focus on the battle ahead.
Good talk.
Are you ready for the battle?
It's my duty to be ready.
Good.
That's a good answer.
He's probably thinking...
That's a good answer.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
Huh.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
All right.
And how much do you need?
Enough for proper armaments, and then some to quench my friend's thirst.
No. How much is necessary?
Do you want me to go into battle stark naked and on bare feet?
Don't be absurd. But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're
Being
lucky,
a little bit of a dick.
then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him.
Oh boy.
He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please.
Oh
Have
boy.
mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
That is messed up.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
Oh, for fiddle's sake.
You disparage me for stating the truth.
An apology would solve this.
I'm sorry. You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong. I've always been your most royal man at arms.
I didn't buy
Have
it.
I not?
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
Would you like to order?
Oh,
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
obviously they have no idea how to settle a conflict without a
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
Oh god, can't they just... Oh, I mean, I like this guy though so far. I haven't heard much of him, but what he's saying seems like a good dude. So, yeah, I'm gonna at least try.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
Can I try it again?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
This doesn't seem right.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
Maybe he can say something?
Do they often fight like that?
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
Yeah, this needs to be settled
This
though.
is not about who deserves what. The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm done talking to you.
Very much
Just think of the battle you will...
I'm thinking of my dignity.
There's gotta be
You
a way,
disparage me
right?
for stating the truth. I've always been your most royal man at arms. Have I not?
I'd rather not
The
allow...
one with the biggest mouth, too.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right to my lands?
Now, can't you just agree to disagree?
No.
Please.
That belongs to the town.
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an opinion.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on.
There's
My
gotta be
sister.
something, right?
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but
I think
I
I'm
can't
gonna
let
ask
you go
Philip.
into
Maybe
war
he can
arguing
help
like
a little
this.
bit.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
This can't be like that. It
This is
cannot
not about
end
who
this
deserves
way.
what. The king appointed him.
I don't
You should
have...
come to terms
What
with
did you
that
just
fact.
say?
Yeah, calm down.
Oh, no.
That is not good. Is there anything else I overlooked? Alley. Oh. Maybe we should check out the alley. Oh. What's the point of doing that? Hmm. Let's ask him.
The wilting of shiring is an omen.
Philip, do you know how to settle a fight between knights?
Oh, I'm afraid you know them much better than I do. Usually, understanding and compromise are the foundation for peace.
But I'm afraid not all are willing to try, and would rather antagonize one another indefinitely.
Hmm.
How would you solve a conflict?
It's easy. Just put the guilty devil in the stocks and let the crowd shame some sense into him. And if he's too poor to pay his due, we hang him.
But what if no one involved is guilty?
Then we punish both sides for being a damn inconvenience to everybody else. Why? You got a candidate for the stocks?
No, everything is in order, Sheriff. Truly a man of justice.
Patience is a virtue.
Maybe he has a good clue. Maybe not.
I doubt that would help to stop their quarreling.
And our Earl will be the new apostle to
Maybe
lead us
Meg
to
has a good
salvation
idea.
when the end comes.
That won't help.
Okay, maybe not.
I doubt that.
Our Earl sees, and our Earl acts.
Meg is managing this store.
But we are not lost. We must prepare ourselves.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family warm and fed like this? It's all too expensive.
That won't help.
I didn't think so. Ooh, that looks pretty cool.
How would you reconcile two people in disagreement?
Play is something that brings people together.
That is very true.
We carry the French game of Fiège with us.
Oh, could I borrow it?
Oh, cool.
If you bring it back before nightfall, I see no harm in it.
Cool.
I will.
That's really cool. Yeah. That's really good. Hell yeah. I knew there was a better... Fiège, a French board game. Richard and I used to play it. Nice. I knew there was a different... I knew something was fishy about this. Tavern District.
I'm done talking to you.
Haha.
Very mature.
Haha. Go down there, please. Come on. Come on, Eliana. Come on. Here we go.
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game, I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Oh, nice.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
I would rather be aggressive, but...
No, the battlefield is no place to get cozy.
Hey, don't rush me. I know what I'm doing. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh, well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
This is hard. I don't know really what this thing is testing, because it's not even like you can see what's going on or there's like an actual strategic play involved. It's just giving advice. So maybe it's just a test of I should just agree with everything he says to make him more confident, because Aliena used to pitch in oftentimes when they were like younger. So maybe, yeah, I don't really know what this is about. So you don't even see what's going on. So it's not even like the actual decision matters or something. So it's like...
Oh, sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning. I got a king.
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
Oh, die spielen Dame. I used to play with my grandma when I was younger. And yeah, we also call it Dame, not a king. When you get to the end of the board, you get like a double, and then you can swipe the whole board. This is like so wonky. This is like so... I don't even know what they're testing. Maybe they're just trying to test, just agree with him to make him more confident and not to doubt every single move. Because in war and in stuff like in situations like that, sometimes if you just pick a decision and roll with it 100% without doubting yourself is a better choice than just picking something half-mindedly. So yeah, maybe they're just want me to agree with everything and be like, yeah, you can do this, do this, do this, rather than, maybe disagreeing with him will make him doubt his decision making, which is a bad thing in general. But yeah, I don't really sure. But if he has a queen now and he's like too overconfident, he shouldn't be too overconfident, I'd say, in general, but this is hard.
No, don't be hasty. The highest art of war is to break the enemy without a fight.
Nonsense. I have to seize this advantage. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
You ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. It seems like Lady Aliena is a valuable strategic advisor. This is a good start, but you have a long way to go.
You're always so critical.
I understand that he's the tactician, and I endeavor to trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these queen's instincts in these matters, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the earldom.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Oh, this
of
is
course,
so
we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money.
are you kidding me? Oh, should I just even it out? Or... Oh man, this is annoying as hell. I hate this kind of stuff. I should have talked to Philip first as well, though. Half-half would be fair, right? But you don't know... If I'm gonna make half-half, both will probably say, oh, I need more, but... Man, this is such a gamble. I hate this. Oh, it's always so wonky to make decisions in this. Oh, but that's also what makes the game exciting, right? Because you don't know how it's gonna play out. Personally, I would like him to give him a little bit more, but then again, thinking about Philip, he's such a cool guy as well, and I think I'm just gonna go half and half and be done with it.
Here.
Just gonna say it's not
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ali. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck.
These guys.
I'll be at the marketplace, giving Philip his part of the money.
And make more money, I hope.
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
It's not about luck. It's about making the right decisions. And a sharp sword.
This guy's a cool guy. He should get his own game.
I should leave. Please, try to keep them from
That's a big task for a slender man like me.
You're a knight, for God's sake.
I... Returns...
I'm a knight, Ali, not a child.
All right.
Would you like to...
Oh,
Okay. Let's talk to Philip. Wait, was he covered like that before as well?
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is upon us.
Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Oh, let's first give the guys my game back.
You've done me a great favor.
We are glad to hear it. Thank you for returning it.
We always pass the time on our travels trying to best each other.
This was really cool. I like this this little thing. It was really cool.
Fabrics, good fabrics.
All right, let's give him the rest.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl.
Have you finished your business?
I think we're done, yes. Let's see first if we can get into the alley now.
Not yet.
You are welcome to join me here where...
If not, then I'm gonna just go. But what's the point of doing this? Seriously. I go here, I come back here. But I can't do anything here, so... What is the point of doing that? I really don't understand.
I don't have any business in there now.
Supposed to be building of hope. Tom's Cathedral is meant to even surpass this. Road. Yeah, I really don't see the point why you could just cut a corner like that. Now she's gonna come back there. Cause pretty cool. I don't know really what's the deal with that, but that's okay. Wait, can I actually leave? No way.
No, I'm not leaving.
Yes, that's what I thought. Right, Philip, I'm good to go.
Are you done?
Yes.
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call him the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving.
Oh boy, this is gonna be so high fee. Oh boy, this is gonna be sick.
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy.
It's William,
Please
isn't
allow
it?
me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
It's William, isn't it?
I knew it was
I
you.
knew it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Waleran?
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damned monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
Your parents had an agreement with King Stephen.
You're a thief! You both are!
That was
And
too
you
quick.
once told me
I didn't
that
read
some
the other well,
sins
but it was
cannot
something about the
simply be
people.
forgiven.
Should have picked that.
Then it should
Damn
not
it.
surprise you that I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did.
But he would have disagreed with everything
Shiring
anyway, I think.
is changing.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You, your friends and your brother have always played by your own rules. But not anymore.
Francis? Where is my brother?
He got what he deserved.
Where is he? Tell me!
Fracture for fracture? Eye for eye? tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
Oh man, this is about to get real. Yeah, period. This is about to get real. Alright, let's see what happened this chapter. Aliena solved the sales conflict to her own advantage. This is not how the game advised you to do this. The game always advised you to play it like when there's a sales going on, that both sides should be satisfied, both sides should be happy. And the fact that I did this in her own favor probably meant I have enough money for both, but generally it was a bad thing, not how the game wanted you to do it. Aliena showed good skill as a merchant. That's good though. Aliena split her money evenly between Richard and Philip. Okay, pretty much standard. Aliena and Richard were a functioning team. Oh, so that's what I wanted to see. Okay, just to make them. So when there's a conflict like that, and Aliena gave her advice to what she thought would be good. Now, if you're playing a war game like that and you have someone else giving them their advice, it doesn't always, even if you stick with your own decision, it could just be a really good thing to have someone else offer them their insights, and then you can make a more profound decision on whether or not you like what he's saying. And that can always be a really good thing, even if you don't take their advice per se, but it can always be a really good thing. So yeah, it's really good. It's good to see that they're a functioning team. Aliena returned the board game to its rightful owners, the monks. I think there's something I could have done with the girl. Aliena failed to pay his workers early. Weller and William, the new Earl, declared Philip's market is illegal. You told the truth in the past. Now Welleran has made Francis disappear. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh. Fricks. Fiddles. There's another word I had in mind, but this is not ideal. Alright. Let's move on. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, man.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the Priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln.
Not sure if I understood. So because the king is fighting. Actually, this is actually pretty good. So because of the king, I want his advice, and because he's fighting, I need to go to him to ask for his advice, because he's not on his usual place, but he's in the what should we call it? The warfare, the battlefield. So that's why I have to go with them now, because they're meeting up with the king too, I presume. There's no other way here, right? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's travel.
More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north.
No weapons to speak of.
Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men.
Walk through camp, go to sleep. Hell yeah.
Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home.
Oh man. Admonish. I have to look that word up. I'm sorry.
Admonish.
Oh, okay. Jemanden ermahnen. So, generally speaking, I could have already gone to sleep, right? Just as a, I could have already gone to sleep. I didn't go to sleep. So if I would have gone to sleep, this situation right there would play out as if I would pick do not interfere. But since I didn't go to sleep, I went here and now I'm here so I can interfere. So that is extra stuff that I usually could not have done, so I'm gonna just pick that. Plus,
I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it.
Oh man, this is rough. I think it's good that I did this.
His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
That is true.
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that? And then I heard a voice answering the question. And on the ground lay my brother, Francis. It was Bishop Waleran who had answered, and he took my hand to calm me. Then I realized his hands were drenched in blood. I awoke with a start. I had a very bad feeling about Francis. I told myself I should never have agreed to go and see Bishop Waleran for him. Now I had not heard from my brother in a long time, and after Waleran's remark the day before, I was sure the bishop had a hand in his disappearance, and that I would never see my brother again.
Oh, that is truly messed up.
After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
Sounds like he's talking of the past, because he's using simple past. I tried to convince myself that God would make things right, so it's like this... Wait a minute. I gotta look something up. Sorry, but this is like... Oh, conjunctive. That's what it is. Because he's using the... Sorry, I gotta...
Conjunctive. Subjunctively.
Alright, so he's using the version that is like his wishful thinking. Conjunctive, it's called in German. That he would make things right, but it seems like that already happened in the past, and apparently he didn't do things right. This game, man. Right in the fields.
You are late. Is it done?
No. Their builder is alive.
Is that Jack? No.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
He is the monk.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Oh man, this stuff is the great beast. A week later. What did it say? Dude, that was so fast. I didn't click anything. Damn it.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
You have to ask King Stephen for a market license. I have to. Alright. quickly set something up here. Cool. Alright, we need to get this, yeah. We can't be in trouble for this. We just can't. King Castle, stolen from King Stephen. Randolph of Chessa's men hiding there. Roll to Morton, Earl Robert.
Better not get too close.
Never seen such a city, more impressive than Winchester. So many stone roads. Knight and Richard. Alright. In Cathedral. What a sight. Will a cathedral ever be finished? Was there much hardship building this one? Probably. It's probably gonna show the whole thing now when I go over. Yes. Whoa. This is truly a big one.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
Right, this is it.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna get...
Sir Richard, you made it!
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
I like this guy.
Hear, hear!
Asking Stephen for help. The task is simple enough. Not as relaxed as he pretends. Still an angry boy, so different from Aliena. True that. Horses. A disgrace. Stephen uses the church as he pleases. The bishops will support anyone in power. Yes, a monk would see it that way.
Christ drove the moneylenders out of the temple. But here the king's horses defecate on hallowed ground. This is not right.
Defecate means to relieve themselves.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
The slow man loses more than his righteousness in battle, Philip.
I like these interactions. Scared looking soldier.
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
Tell God will be with him. I hope I can still do that afterwards.
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
He looks very... I like how they made his eyes. He looks very, very broken. Very like a chicken who saw a wolf in the shadows.
You must not run. You would be hanged.
But I don't know if I can do it.
You must.
When we go to battle, will you pray for me, Father?
Of course. Of course I will.
To hide in the church. Oh, this is such a... Oh, man. These decisions are so... Technically, to desert in battle or to not do your duty as a soldier is... It's not even... You don't even have to think about that, right? But... If you have an... Look at the other guys. They're just so like, oh man, they're so ready. And if he's completely bummed out and if he doesn't even think that he can do it and he's like, oh, I'm good with a mill and that's everything I was good at, I can't do this, and he's like, you know, almost paranoid. Maybe it would have just been better to just tell him to stay in the church. I mean, it's too late now, but you know, another poor soul forced into battle. Looks so desperate. Oh. Should have told him to hide in the church, I think. Damn it. Oh, I regret that. I should have told him to just... But I'm just like, ugh. You just have to do your duty, whether or not you like it or not, but... Oh, man. William and his men. Alright, let's talk to them.
I will spare myself the malice and infamy.
Maybe this can still help.
Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword." This man neither has a sword nor a choice.
Oh boy.
Must he die then because he is forced to kill?
I made the wrong decision there. Damn it. This is gonna be sad. Oh my.
Jesus said to him, "This man, must he..."
Oh man. Should have known he would be here. It's worse than his parents were. Wonder what happened to his parents.
He was on a crusade and took lives in the name of the Lord. Why does the Lord not reject the sacrifices of men like him? Why?
Oh, this is gonna suck. Mending equipment, preparing for battle. Hope they will save lives.
If the Lord is with them, why then do they need to protect themselves?
Congregation, the Bishop of Lincoln, praying for King Stephen's victory. It is time the war ends. Oh, this is very dire.
The bishop does not need my help.
I'm gonna regret that.
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, Will the church, for once, shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
He's in the middle of all this crap, and I'm coming there to ask him for a license for his market in Kingsbridge. There's always the right time for the right, you know, the right place for the right time, the right, you know what I'm saying, yeah, right? So maybe I should wait until he's actually in battle and then be like, he's like fighting and all, and like I should like in the middle of a fight tip him on the shoulder like, hey, would you mind signing this, please? Because you know, so maybe it's better to do it now.
My king. You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What?
Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen.
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence or miraculous deserves no place at my table. Philip the Prior. I remember you. I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. But I don't have time for you just now. Unless you have a solution for my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you don't have a solution for my problem, do not disturb us. We shall talk later.
Who wants to take a look at the castle without getting shot? He could wear the monk. Oh, that just wasn't top of my head. He could wear the monk's clothes and be like, "Oh, you can take a look now. Shave your head like a monk." That's so good, because no one will shoot a monk. Right? Just take a knife. That's so good.
I doubt he would know the answer.
Wait, that's so good.
A shield could surely stop an arrow.
Yeah, but that's a little bit too simple, isn't it?
If Stephen were to ride on a horse, he would probably make an even better target. What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
He's finally become one of us.
Never mind.
Asking them would be...
No.
Yeah. I was about to say it. No. I would suggest...
They're already praying, but I doubt that. I should tell the king about the shield instead. Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
But don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
There you go. That was my... Okay, I thought it would be like a monk, but as a peasant, yeah.
Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. That's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
I love this game for things like that. Lincoln Castle in the upcoming battle. 1141. What Philip heard about the war in Lincoln. After Lincoln Castle was taken over by men loyal to impress Maud, the king lay siege to the castle. Shortly thereafter, news reached the king that Maud's half-brother is advancing on Lincoln. And while he is accompanied by great numbers of Welsh forces, Stephen too is well prepared for a battle. In only 2 days' time, the war of the English throne may finally come to an end, when the forces of Maud and Stephen meet on the battleground outside Lincoln. God, I should have told this guy to just hide there, man.
The men on top of the wall all carry bow and arrow. They are watching the cathedral closely, as if they were waiting for something. But for what? Maybe it will help the king if I tell him what I saw.
Right, I guess that's all the clues I could have gotten.
No, I should tell the king that dressing less conspicuously might be a good... Maybe it will help the king.
Yeah.
The people of Lincoln support Stephen, but I doubt they could help him now.
It's good enough. I think that's good enough.
That won't keep. Stephen would be just as good a target on the top of...
Alright.
No.
Alright. It's good clues. I think dressing as a peasant is the best one.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. I may try it. A good idea. You are Welsh, aren't you?
Yes, my king.
The Welsh are moving against me as we speak. They call themselves kings over there. Did you know that?
I do. I was born in the kingdom of Gwynedd.
Barbarian kings. Robert of Gloucester did well to enlist them for his cause. I remember how, when we first met, you told me you were worried about Robert of Gloucester. You saw it. I saw it. but no one else at this table did. Now he'll arrive in 2 days' time to fight us. Tell me, Philip, why have you come all the way from Kingsbridge to see me?
This would be a more. So if you, I mean, all right. So the way I see it, there's like two things going bad, because they broke the pact about the timber and the stones, right? This was on their side. But if he actually knowingly conducted a market without the license, that's his bad. So instead of saying, oh, I messed up, I could have also tell him that, oh, they messed up. Sure, that might not fix the problem that I messed up, but it's gonna, I don't know. But then again, if I could just get the license, and I could just tell him, here's the license, brother, that would fix the whole thing.
I have come to you to tell you that I made a great mistake.
What is that?
I have conducted a market without a license.
Is that so?
It was my fault. I thought the church did not need a license.
Did you hear that, Henry?
Yes, my brother.
My brother makes that same mistake all too often.
The Earl of Shiring, William Hamley, broke the pact I had made with his parents and you, my king. He stopped supporting our cathedral with stone and timber.
He had a right to do that. And he is a loyal friend of mine. You broke the law.
Yes, my king.
But I consider you a friend as well. I hereby grant you the same market rights as Shiring. It would be a shame if you didn't finish your cathedral.
Thank you. Thank you, my king.
What's going on out there?
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray.
Oh, God. Pray for Stephen's victory. Pray for Stephen's defeat. Pray for peace. This is such a bait, man. Oh, God. Now, he just helped me. He said he's considered my friend. So, if they were actually friends, of course you would pray for your friend to survive and to live and to overcome such things. But praying for peace is like, well, there's no wrong in doing that. He's a monk. He's probably thinking of the people more. And the people and the suffering's gonna stop, so. Personally would pray for the victory. But he would probably just pray for... Not just. He would pray for peace, which is a very honorable thing. But, I don't know. I really wanna... Oh, man. Head is Stephen's victory. Tails is peace. Head, victory. Tails, peace. It's heads.
And as I had 5 years ago, in my heart I sided with Stephen. And I prayed for him and his men. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men! They're winning! Stephen is lost!
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
They're breaking through the church doors!
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind, Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought you said
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood, her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be. How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Oh, come on.
Did you hear something?
No.
Oh, come on.
It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Oh, that was great.
Hey, Philip the Prior.
Really good cut
Monk.
to that. I should have just prayed for peace. Damn it. Oh man. We're all sinners. After the Battle of Lincoln.
That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall. What is there to look at, monk?
Why do you do all this?
Because I want to. No god, bloodline, or fate made me king. I took the throne. I chose to rule, and I chose to fight. And I'm not done yet.
Is it worth all these lives?
To best Maud? By God, yes. It's a game that I intend to win.
Should have prayed for peace. Damn it. How could I...
What about Ranulf's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
The devil is man. There is no hell. There is no heaven.
How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal. I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
Richard. At least he's alive. How long have we been here?
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for your victory.
God is not a reliable ally these days, is he? How do you explain that? You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides.
Bastard.
The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop
Bastard.
Waleran.
Go home, Philip.
How?
I will tell the guards there's no reason to hold you.
But you're not king anymore, are you?
Before too long, the throne will be mine again. And these people here know it.
Thank you.
Hold your market. Stand your ground. William Hamley will have no legal way of going against you.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over. I ordered them to capture Robert to make an exchange. Maud knows it's not over. She'll savor each day that she has me under lock and key. She is her father's daughter, but the throne of England is mine.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
Guards! Release the monk!
Should we have prayed for his loss? God damn. I'm actually so eager to play this game again and do all the other choices. I wonder how that's gonna affect the game. Win all those quick time events, you know, get everything done right. I'm actually so eager to do that. So, market license for Kingsbridge. Okay. 1141. After the Battle of Lincoln, Kingsbridge was granted market rights by the English throne. The license grants Kingsbridge the same rights as Shiring. Finally, Philip is able to reopen the market, but in addition to that, is also allowed to hold a fleece fair. This is a great opportunity for the town and its people, as the wool traders despise the conditions on their fleece fair in Shiring. The priory, the people of Kingsbridge and wool traders like Aliena will profit greatly. This is good at least. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, this is so hardcore. Oh, God. Alright. The Pillars of the Earth. Sowing the Wind. Chapter 12. The Great Beast. Valoran knows Dumbledore is still alive. You dreamt of your parents and Francis and Bishop Valoran. You learned about the events leading up to the Battle of Lincoln. You told the victim not to desert the army, but he died anyway. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Who was that? Who was getting eaten on by the beast? Was that the guy I told to hide in church, or to not hide in church, but he did it anyway? Oh my God. The king remembered you and gave you a market license. After the horrors you saw, you have lost your faith. That is really bad. This is like losing your faith. That is bad. Chapter 13. The Fleece Fair. Even though it showed a few weeks... Dude, this is showing so short.
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a fleece fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our lord.
He is. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery. The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Oh, I'm him now. Right, I'm gonna call this episode done. Wish you all a happy day. Have a great time. See you in the next episode, guys. Melody of War out. Man, that was a heavy episode. Oh my God. Oh. I think I should do maybe like an aftermath of the actual episode and be like, talk about each episode. Oh man, that would have been so good. Oh damn, why do I get this idea only now? Like, I'm only playing the episodes and stuff, but it would be so good to actually just like think a little bit more about what happened, you know, like in a philosophical approach maybe. Oh, that would have been so good. Anyway, episode is over now, and hope you're gonna tune in for the next episode. Peace out, lates.